What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? Starting off here with just a few NBA updates. If my tongue's red, it's because I've been eating candy. Sorry about that. Anyways, got the playoff start Saturday, so that's tomorrow. And the only game left to still figure out is Golden State Warriors versus the Memphis Grizzlies. I really don't know how they're going to do, but I think the Golden State Warriors will win this one. It's just my thought. I know that Valanciunas is huge, and they have guards that can kind of stick with Curry, kind of. It'll be a tough one, but I'm going for the Golden State Warriors. All right, next up, we got a whole bunch of stuff. Might as well start with our quote of the day. Quote of the day is, keep a chip on your shoulder. Did you hear the NBA might add more teams next year? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't think that they should add more teams, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe if the play-in tournament were like expanded and that's how they added more teams, possibly. Especially if it's just like a one and done thing. So instead of 4 teams, it'd be 18. I don't know. It wouldn't really matter. I mean, if they did that for the WCC tournament, and where they had the top 2 teams, they got 2 buys, and then the next team got like 1 buy, and then like the bottom team had to win like 4 in a row. And when they did that, they basically did that because the team that won our tournament, the WCC tournament, they got an automatic bid into the tournament. So they wanted it to be like a good team, like to represent the WCC. So they wanted the bad teams to have no chance to win. So with that said, if you did expand the play-in tournament, it would ensure that the bad teams would never be in, basically. But it would give them a chance so that there would be like absolutely like no tanking, man. I don't know. It would be interesting. I wouldn't mind it as long as they just expanded the play-in and not expanded the actual playoffs itself. All right. Anyways, though, but the chip on your shoulder quote. Keep a chip on your shoulder. I like this picture of LeBron in the bubble because he was not satisfied. He was like showing everybody, I'm not satisfied. He wasn't celebrating. I think I would definitely do something like that. I don't know. I hate when teams celebrate when they haven't won anything yet. It's crazy to me. And I didn't quite get it until like I was in college, my senior year, and we finally went to the tournament one time. And before then, like if you had told me you could make the NCAA tournament round 1, I would have been like, who cares about that? It's about the championship, right? But because it's pretty rare feat to make it, especially for like a mid-major school, it was kind of exciting. But I still wasn't as excited as my peers. They were going like insane for the cameras and stuff, and I was like, it's okay. So yeah, I can really appreciate this and keep a chip on your shoulder. So no matter how much you're giving in life, no matter how good you are, no matter how many like applause that you get from people saying that you've gotten so much better, remember the ones that gave you crap. Remember the times when you were bad. All right. All right. So keep a chip on your shoulder. All right, bro, are the Grizzlies a West Coast team? I know, that has always made me feel so weird. And they did that so that it would be even, both sides. But I still don't get it because, like, there's certain East teams that are closer. Why can't they just switch their conferences? But I think it's a lot to switch a team's conference, especially when the West is better than the East. So if you're trying to talk one of those East teams who's always been an East team and they're making money winning a certain amount of games, to just switch and make less money, I don't know if they're going to do that. I mean, they're going to be like, well, no, I don't want to do that. So when they added the Grizzlies, they just did that. What they need to do, and they're going to do it, they're going to add 2 West Coast teams. I believe it's going to be Seattle Supersonics and maybe Vegas. So if they do that, that might make the Grizzlies automatic East team because they're going to have to keep it even. So, I don't know. Maybe they're going to do that. They have 30 teams right now. If they have 32, then they're going to need 16 in both conferences. That would be extremely even. A push for that would be teams going, wait a minute, we have to split the money with more teams now. We want the money. But the good side of that is you'll have more market. Like, Vegas is a huge market. Seattle's a monster market. Moving on. We got elementary drills. All right, for the elementary drills, it's hold your follow through. All right. Speaking of holding your follow through, let's make sure that that we understand why you hold your follow through. All right, you hold your follow through straight up, all right, until the ball starts going back down. But for this drill, we hold it until the ball hits the rim, or the net, or the backboard, or the ground. And we do that to condition our mind to hold our follow through, to fully shoot it. And we have to have both tippy toes up. And if we don't, we got to do one push up. And if we don't do that push up, meaning that we didn't notice ourselves messing up, then the coach will catch us and make us do one run. The next guy that messes up is 2, then 3, then 4, then it expands, right? So it gives you pressure to focus on like yourself. 1, that's great because you're teaching yourself. 2, you hold your follow through, so you can get fouled on that follow through or whatever, but you can make sure that you never shortchange a shot. You never shortchange a shot and that you follow through completely. All right, and you worry about what you can worry about. All right, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but there's something called the Serenity Prayer. All right, for Christians, they have the Serenity Prayer. Where is that thing? Right here. All right, and it's God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. So for our follow through, it would be to accept the things I cannot change. So like if they block the shot and like they barely block it, it happens. If like the wind catches the ball because you're shooting outside, it happens. If the ball goes in and out, it happens. So you just have to accept those things. All you can control is yourself, and you have to have the courage to change the things that you can control. So you're focusing on your follow through. You're not worried about your shot. You can go 0 for 17. You're just focused on your spreading your fingers. You're focused on straightening up this hand right here. You're focused on your toes. Like you're focused on what you can control. You can't control the other things. And then the wisdom to know the difference. All right. This one's the very important part of this drill, where you're smart enough to understand there are things out of your control and things within your control. And for free throws especially, control the things within your control. All right. Anyway, let's get back to it. We got 1 minute shots, and this is about going game speed. Okay. All right. We have 1 minute shots, and you go 8 for 14 on your run. All right. So you got to shoot fast shots. Because you have to at least shoot 14 shots, or everyone that you shoot underneath 14, then you have to run 2 sprints. And everyone that you make under 8, then you have to run 1 sprint. All right, so you get dinged more for the lack of shots. So shots are more important than makes, but makes are still important. Then you add those 2 numbers together after a minute. If you went like 7 for 13, then you have 1 under the total shots, so that's 2 runs, and 1 under the total makes, and that's 2 plus 1 is 3. All right, it's kind of hard to add up. If you're not good at math, you can just ask a coach. But either way, you want to shoot the ball fast, and we do that because we want you shooting game time shots. So every shot that you shoot, anytime that you shoot a game time shot. All right, you want to sprint so that you're practicing game shots. That's the reason that you're practicing. You're not practicing for a free throw competition. All right, you're practicing for game type shots. So even when you shoot free throws in practice, give yourself the pressure that the actual audience is going to give you. All right. And during the actual like shots like coming off a curl, we'll sprint those shots. During a jump shot, jump on the jump shot. During a pump fake dribble drive, we'll drive fast, drive low, drive like you have to drive by someone. So if you only shoot game type shots, that's when you're gonna get better. So stop worrying about the perfect form for like an hour. No, like pretend like you're in a game and shoot it up there. Where do you shoot from for 1 minute shots? From the elbow, just from the elbow. All right. And then that's why you have to like sprint there, and it equals to about, you can shoot at most like 15 if you like absolutely sprint. So we want you to shoot that fast. All right, next one is diagonal pro hop, and this one's off a fast break. All right, someone changes your direction. You can do spin move, behind the back dribble, or you can just stay forward, bounce the ball up like a pro hop, and then jump from just inside the free throw line on the right side all the way to the left side as you twist your body diagonally again, and then you go up with 2 hands and you go into them diagonally again. So you get like a cookie cutter. All right, and I will show you this drill. All right, so we should be going full speed. Let's watch it again. That's pretty decent. All right? If you can jump further than that, you can jump further than that. One more time, boom, hit, and then score. And you're also going for the foul during that time as well. All right, moving on. We got direct Euro step. That's when someone's trying to take a charge. You go at them. Your last dribble is with the opposite step. Pick the ball up. You fake toward the right, and then you go toward the left, and then you score, right? So that is our direct Euro step, and you can watch that one right now. All right, so we're watching this guy on this side. That's Dylan. Boom, boom. That's Dennis right there going against little bitty Finley. Finley was like a midget back then. She still is. Jerry should have the ball higher. All right, Finley, decent job, but the ball is too low. The ball going low in the end. You want your elbows to remain high. That's a decent job by both those guys. All right, so that's the direct Euro step. All right. And when you do that, it's kind of cheap, but once you take that last dribble and pick the ball up, the defense can't move. So you just walk around him. And if he does move, it's a foul. It's kind of jacked up, but it is what it is. You've got in 16 once. I don't like the finish. He was too compact. Oh, yeah, too compact, exactly. 16 would be blitz and speed on that drill. All right, next one, we got hurdle reverse layup. Make sure that when you're doing the hurdle reverse layup, you're dribbling in with the left hand or the right hand. But if you're dribbling with the left hand, you step with the left foot down, then you pick the ball up and you take right, left for a finish on the opposite side. All right, and you should be stepping over hurdles just to like prepare your steps and to basically extend your steps as far as you can, right? But the reason that you do that is so that you can remain in triple threat. Now, you're not exactly triple threat because you can't dribble anymore, but you can pass and you can shoot. And you can shoot on both sides of the rim. So now that's like, triple threat, right? You can shoot or shoot a layup. You can even shoot a floater, right? So you're multiple threats. You want to be as many threats as possible so that you can do as many things as possible. All right. So put yourself in a good position to score. All right. You don't want the defense to know what you're going to do. All right. I can tell when people look down right then and then they don't take those two big steps with the ball in their hands. I know that they're going to shoot a reverse layup. I time it. I block them even before they shot it. It's ridiculous. All right, so learn to be a basketball player to where you can do multiple things on the drive, and it starts with this drill. All right, and the hardest part is dribbling the ball with the same foot as the ball side because you're used to doing the opposite for all your regular layups. But this is a reverse layup, so it's reverse steps. All right. Anyways, let's move on. We got our homework for the day. Great job, Finn. I'm watching you, man. And I mean, don't do this too often, but Ren, he sent me a videotape of him shooting so I could correct it, but his shot's getting better and better and better. But I told him that the main part of his shooting that he has to watch out for isn't just correcting his shot. It's to actually shoot a whole bunch of shots. All right, don't get fixated with your shot. I mean, you can correct it as you're going, but you need a lot of shots up. Even if you're shooting bad shots, basically, just constantly improve your shot, but you need those shots up. So try to get as many shots up as possible. Great job as always, Connor and Finn. Keep going with that stuff, man. We're going to get better together, all right? Awesome job. All right, the pick of the day. The top high school basketball prospect skipping college for the G League. Is it a problem for the NCAA? It's a problem for the NCAA, but who gives a crap about the NCAA? We care about basketball. Now, there is, honestly, it's like 100 guys. All right? It's not going to taint the product of the NCAA. All right? The NCAA will always be like college basketball. Will they have like devastatingly great players? No, but they never have. All right, when they had Michael Jordan and Shaq, those guys averaged less than 20 points a game. They weren't like the draw. I mean, there were better players than those guys, like better players kind of because they were like in like a team situation. College basketball is not set up for individual superstars, and it doesn't need individual superstars. It's always going to have enough players because like 99% of the players don't make the NBA, so it's barely going to change at all. I mean, they're trying to like gain star power so that they can do certain things, but since those players only stay there for a year or two, or like Michael Jordan for 3, it doesn't really matter because they have to recycle them in and out. I think now with this, they're going to care more about the players that they do have. It's like Bernie Sanders saying the 1%, all that stuff. Well, now they're going to care about the 99%. And they're going to make sure that those players are taken care of, that those players are okay. And I mean, the ones leaving for the G League, they're probably just professionals, and it's okay. It's like saying that Harvard doesn't have any smart kids because all of them are going to the Silicon Valley and making millions of dollars when they're 18. No, that's not true at all. I mean, 1% are, if not like way less than that, right? They still have a lot of talent, and it's all comparative anyway, so who cares? All right, I just don't think it's that big a deal. I think it's a bigger deal for the NBA and the G League. The G League will start to become popular too, and that's when the revenue of the NCAA goes down. So that's the money part. And then for the NBA, they're gonna have to start accepting younger and younger players, and now that is a problem because the veterans can dominate younger players. So if you get Kevin Durant, he's like 13 years old, you're like, ooh, I want Kevin Durant, but he's gonna suck when he's 13. What do? You just skip on him, and you just allow for some horrible organization to just take him, and then hopefully they don't mess him up, but they'll probably just wait 7 years, and all of a sudden they're just like the next dynasty, and they win 10 straight years. All right, so it'll be tough. Harvard's law school. Why would they go to Silicon Valley? Hey, listen, I was just saying for instance, okay? God, man. You don't think that Harvard has any computer science things? Do they? I don't even know if that's even true, actually. Let me check. Harvard computer science. Yeah, they have computer science at Harvard, okay? And it's a top thing, okay? So, in your face, Finn Kaufman. All right, man. Dang. It's just the haters coming out tonight. Anyway, with that said, commercial time. And we're back. That was a long commercial break, but we got to pay the bills, baby. Got to pay those bills. All right. What do we have next here? We got... Which one am I going with? I'm going with middle school workouts. All right. We have overhead board passes. Oh, and wait, hater. I forgot to mention. So what I'm doing now for the trivia is... In my phone, I have an app that will show. Let me see. Where is it here? An app that will show random numbers. Let's see if I can show you here. Random numbers. I choose the trivia time one, and then I pick a random color, and then whichever one that I pick, boom, it'll give me a random number. Like that one's 37, and it gives me a number between 5 and 55, and that's what time I will do the trivia every day. All right, so I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but today it gave me a time, and I put it on my watch. So we have trivia coming up here in 7 minutes. So the trivia might be at the beginning, it might be at the end, but it's always at least 5 minutes in and at least 5 minutes before the end. All right, so that's how we're gonna do the trivia, just to make it fair for anyone who comes late. I don't want to pick and choose. And I just think it's like an extra additive. I like random things. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Middle school. So for the middle school stuff, we have overhead board passes. With that, what was I going to say about that? Oh, challenge yourself. Try to get to the 3-point line off the backboard, pounding the ball over your head. Try to get to the point where you can throw it from. I mean, you don't need to throw it full court, that like Kevin Love, but try to get to the point where you could throw it from one corner of the half court to the opposite corner of the half court, because that's the extent of what you're going to need. Now, I mean, you won't need exactly that, but you will, because you won't just be throwing it. You're going to be coming off a pick and roll and then retreat dribbling and then jumping off your back leg throwing it, right? And it won't be as far as the corner to the corner, but it'll be pretty far. And I mean, that distance, if I was to do the quick math, let me see, what do we have here? We have a 94-foot court, right? So that's 45 plus that. So that's 47. And can we just call it a square? I'm not even sure if it's a square or not, but we'll call it a square. So that's 47 by 47. So that's 47 squared. That's the square root of 47 squared plus 47 squared. Whatever that is. Let's ask it. What is this person's name again? Oh, yeah. Alexa, What is the square root of 47 squared plus 47 squared?
The square root of 47 squared plus 47 squared is 2,256.
See what she did? She didn't put the parentheses around the 47 squared. Oh my God. But yeah, it's long, but it's not that long, and you should be able to do it, okay? And anyone who knows how to talk to that person and the ways to get the parentheses around it, let me know. I can't figure that out. So yes, work on your over-the-head backboard passes so that you can dominate the game. All right, moving on, we got drive left or right, pass high low. Again, that's just a drill where we drive toward the middle or toward the baseline and either jump stop and pass or pass with our outside hand, depending on how the person asks for the ball. On ball defense, you're a casual. Why would you do it like that? Who? Me dogging the machine? Dude, the machine sucks. It's messing up. All right. Anyways, on-ball defense, slightly forced, distance away, trace ball, react. Basically, take pride in your defense. All right? Your off-the-ball defense, no one scores on your team. Your on-the-ball defense, no one gets by you, and you definitely don't let him go toward the middle, right? And you make sure that you're arm's distance away so he can't get off an easy shot. So if he is driving, he's going to drive toward the way that you want him to go to. But even then, you're going to turn him. You take pride in your defense by figuring that stuff out. And you should want to play one-on-one. That would be so dope if someone played one-on-one with someone and say, yo, me and you, one-on-one to 50. But you stay on offense the whole time. And you just play him and say, you got 30 minutes to score 50 points or you lose. And just D him up for 30 minutes. That would be unbelievable. And just like that right there is a story to tell someone. All right, that's like a legendary story right there. And what you're doing is you're getting your legs stronger. Your legs are probably going to die afterwards, right? You don't even need to do squats, all right? And you're working on your reaction time, and you're working on like your contesting, all right? You're working on a lot of aspects, all right? You use one measurement times the square root of 2. It is a square. What are you talking about? No, that's not it at all. That can't be it, can it? Oh, I could have done that. Oh, you're saying to factor them out? I could have done that. I do know that the square root of 2 is 1.414213562. So let's see if that works. Alexa, what is 47 times 1.414213562?
47 times 1.4142 is approximately 66.468.
So 66? That kind of checks out. Man, good job. I forgot about my factoring. It's okay. I haven't been in school in like 80 years. Screw you guys. All right, let's move on. We got the ball jump versus face cut. All right, this is my challenge for you guys right here. All right, for ball jump and face cut, all it is this. It's this guy dribbles up and he passes the ball to the wing. All right. Now, all these guys have to jump off, right? All these guys have to jump off. All these guys have to jump off. But during that jump off, this guy has to jump off. So if you're on defense for the entire game, I challenge you, whenever your man passes the ball, that you jump off and you never let him cut in front of your face. See if you can do that the entire game. I think that one would be kind of easy. I don't think that one's hard. All right, because people aren't really trying to cut in front of your face. If you're playing against a guy sprinting in front of your face, you're playing against a really, really good player, and it would be cool if you could do that. All right, but every single time that he passes the ball, so as the ball is being passed, like right now, boom, the ball's being passed, you're jumping off toward that side, like you're trying to catch up to the ball. Then as he comes towards you, you make him go here, because if he starts to go here, then you start to go there. Every time he steps near you, you force him to go on this side of you. All right, and again, when he hits here, you stay on the inside. But the other challenge, again, I want you doing that 100% for one game. You just focus on something small like that. Again, it'll add up. The other challenge is this: when you have the ball up top, you pass and cut. And remember, the other team isn't really understanding this, right? You cut in front of their face every single time, whether you get the ball or not. You cut in front of your face. You do not ever cut on this side for one entire game. You cut on that side of the person. And you just put your hands up. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. That's it. And then you can go out. All right? If he follows you out, you could do other things like curl around and stuff like that. But yeah. So see if you can do the face cut ball jump thing for the entire game. And again, you're playing a game that the other person doesn't understand that you're playing. It's like playing who can punch the other person in the face fast enough. Or sorry, not punch, but like the hand slap game. There you go. You're playing the hand slap game with someone, and they're prepared. You go like this, you may or may not hit them, right? But if you come up to someone and just in the middle of the street and you're just like, how you doing? And then you slap their hands, would they ever move? Probably not. All right, so if they don't know that you're playing, shouldn't you beat them? All right, so play this game during your games and dominate some teams. All right, they add to 66.2-ish. All right, so yes, be able to throw that far. Math whizzes. All right. By the way, you guys are also both my smartest kids. Connor's at a nerdy school called Stargate, and Finn's Jewish. There you go. That's awesome. Anyways, now it's time for my watch just went off, but now it's time for the trivia question of the day. All right. Trivia question. It's about Bob Cousy, and great part about this video that I had you guys watch. I love when Bob's like, why were you so good? He goes, because I'm a freak. That dude was like 6 feet tall, but he said he's a freak. I'm a freak. Freak is like me, do well. I got big hands, which he did have big hands. Also had long arms, and he said I have great peripheral vision, amazing peripheral. I'm like, maybe he did. But he was throwing some dimes, right? He was like behind his back, everything like that. He's crazy. They said that they didn't like it at first, but they got used to it. It was like double behind the back passes and stuff. I mean, that was like for the 50s, that was crazy. All right, so it's very, very cool. And he's basically the inventor of the fast break, which is insane, which is weird, right? Everyone else just wasn't pushing it. And I like what he said about today's NBA. He said it's backwards. He goes, we fast breaked everyone, and then if they stopped us, then we pulled it out and ran a play. But everyone now is trying to run plays and then also fast break, so it's backwards. And Finn is Jewish, but also Bob Cousy's Jewish too. So here we go. So this is this question. Let's see if we have it here. Good luck, you guys. Good luck. He called it a tremendous asset. Yes. All right. Here's the trivia question for the day. Is an easy one. Good luck. What was Bob Cousy's jersey number? Good luck, you guys. That one's easy. All right. Put it in the comment section. First one to put it there wins. All right. And then I am going to move on. What is Bob Cousy's jersey number? What is Bob Cousy's jersey number? Who got it? All right. I'm going to move on to the high school workouts in the meantime. For the high school workouts, I think I got a winner, though. All right. We do have a winner. We got Finn Kaufman as the winner, and that makes it Finn winning 9-5. Yo, Finn is serious, man. He's killing it. All right. Great job, Finn. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 run. We got countdown game, one-on-one sprint, successful dribble shots, diagonal hurdle layups, and then sandbag slides. Talking about sandbag slides, it's dynamic strength. Movement and strength together, that's what you need for basketball strength. Like stuff like bench press, not as good as dynamic strength. So that's why I like you guys to move with it. And then the last thing is the story of the day. Watch this one. It was a short thing, so I just repeated it. But I repeated it so that you can watch different parts of it. All right, so different parts of the sentence and think about those separate parts of it. All right, so watch the story of the day. Set your goals high and don't stop till you get there. Set your goals high and don't stop till you get there. Set your goals high and don't stop till you get there. Set your goals high and don't stop till you get there. So yes, very, very repetitive. What's up, Blake Bastani? Very repetitive, but set your goals high. Don't stop till you get there. And again, set your goals. Set your goals. That means write them down. Like say them out loud. You need to set your goals. All right, and set your goals high. All right, don't choose some like random small medium-sized level. Like reach for the stars, and then and don't stop. Don't stop. That means you keep going, perpetually keep going through all the adversity until you get there. And where is there? I mean, is it like your scholarship? Is it the award or like whatever it may be? Keep that in mind forever, all right? Anyways, I'm going to rewatch because I'm late. All right, man, you rewatch everything, and that's about it for our time. Don't forget the quote of the day, you guys. We got keep a chip on your shoulder, all right? Keep that chip on your shoulder, and you're always mad, always ready to go, all right? Anyways, we'll see you guys later. Great job, everybody, and I'm out.